Yay, we made it! Hello, Foggies, and thank you for joining us. Welcome to Writing Lives with Foggy and Hoggy. Today is a bit of a late one due to, actually, it's not. This is a script from last week. There is no late one. There are hopefully no issues with my microphone, although I'm not quite sure about what's going on with my sound. I know the audio's coming through loud and proud, no problems, but I still can't seem to work out where I'm going wrong as regards the music when I'm doing the sprints. So unfortunately this week, the sprints will be quiet again. However, for some of us who like to work in the quiet, that will be a great boost, no problems. So we will be doing some writing sprints of around 20 minutes, and Hoggy will count the time, and then we'll do a couple of minutes chat, another 20 minutes, and over again for a while, depending on how well I'm feeling today. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm actually very bunged up. I've been quite poorly the last couple of days, and it's the main reason why I didn't put out a foglog this week. Now, just for anybody who's joined us, I am aware that YouTube is currently experiencing issues with the chat comments not showing up at the moment. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that, but I will carry on anyway, and we can and you can join me, and we'll see whether we can get it up and running. Since we are here, and I didn't do a foglog, I can do sort of a new-ish style foglog this week. But before I do that, one of the things I did was I fixed my sound issue, and I've got some really cool little microphones. I've got one here, and I've got one here, which means that I can talk. You can hear me from this microphone. You can also hear from the one down there on the desk where my sticky notes desk goes. Talking of sticky notes, let's see what I did last week since there wasn't a foglog. I did a couple of blue ones, which was fine. I added pics and music to the old foglog. I recorded the old foglog for last week. I edited the foglog. I did a writing live. The first one last time, it was a bit choppy, but it seems to be okay now. And I edited 3 chapters in that. I've now also done edited chapter 26. No, I didn't. I recorded chapter 26 of the audio book for Time Clones Book 1, and I edited that video. So not a great deal happening last week, but that's because I went so crazy the week before. I wanted to make sure that I could rest, which was the main reason behind last week. This week, unfortunately, everything's caught up with me. I've now got a cold, but hey, these things happen. So for anybody out there, feel free to say hello. Just let us know who you are, where you're from. Nothing personal, just hi, my name is, or just let me know which country you're from, just so I know how far this is going out. I can see me on a little monitor screen by the side of me, because I've got a computer monitor here and a computer monitor here, so I can see what's going on ahead of me, but I can also see what you're doing, so I can see the chat, and there is no chat at the moment. So what else have I been doing the last couple of days whilst being poorly? Well, not a lot really. I have been, however, more and more leaning towards trying to edit the rest of my book, book two. And that's led me to being able to look for different writing programs. Some of which I've used before, some of which I like to visit again to see if they've got any better. And I have just recently found a new one, which I've never heard of before. It's called Novellium. Now, most writing apps these days, the gold standard, or so they say, would be Scrivener, which is one I've brought up several times in the past on this channel. And I like it because, as someone with a foggy brain, I tend to, it gives me the chance to be able to fill out my plot as the bullet plot outline, and then I can add my characters, add various other bits and bobs, locations, things, etc., etc. The other thing about this is we can also do moving around, editing, and lots of other things. Anyway, going back to the other programs, I have been looking for something with a bit more something. I don't know. For me, Scrivener is great, but there is something missing, and I don't know what it is. So when I've been trying out different ones this week, I have tried out. Let's see. I've tried out Noveller. And I love Noveller. It's brilliant. It's great. I have Atticus. Atticus is getting better because it doesn't lag as much as it used to. I've tried a new one that I've never tried before called Novelpad, which is actually quite good. Had another bash at Reedsy, but my biggest issue with a lot of these is with everybody taking on AI. I do not want that. I don't want to slip into bad habits to click a button and then have my brain disappear more than it already has. I like to exercise my brain. The brain is a muscle. And I want to make sure that anybody who reads my books knows that it came from me and not just from somebody who's been scraping social media with lots of bits and bobs. I've tried other things as well. So Noveller, Atticus, Novelpad, Reedsy, Living Writer. Ellipsis is nice, although it doesn't work very well for me because it's more of a fly-by-your-pants kind of software where you sit there, you think about something, and then you go, right, that's what I'm going to write. Well, unfortunately for somebody with a foggy brain, that doesn't always work. So what I do now is I go through various others. I'm trying out a couple of new ones as well. So new, they've not hit mainstream yet. There is one called Rayula, and at the moment I'm beta testing Rayula. It's very nice. The person who's developing it is taking my comments very seriously, which is brilliant, and implementing changes almost immediately. I spent a good 3 or 4 hours clicking on everything and writing a proper beta testing report for it. I've revisited Novelist, which is one of my favorites. I tried Campfire again, but Campfire, pretty much everything you want to do on Campfire, you have to pay for if you want to view something, you have to pay for it. If you want to add a character, you have to pay for it. And it's bolt-on modules, and it's not exactly the sort of thing I'm looking for. What else? I've tried Neptune, which is new. This one is also beta testing. Novel Crafter, which I've used before. I tried. I had a bash at Drafter Digital, and actually, Drafter Digital is not a writing software. It's actually it's a selling software. So basically, I upload my manuscript, as far as I'm aware, and then I can print my manuscript out in a printed book, or have it as an EPUB. But my favourite so far is Novellium. And what makes Novellium so much different to all the others? Well, I don't know how to explain this. Let me see. So I tried this by uploading one of my manuscripts, and most of the time when I write a manuscript, I will go on. I will start typing a test book, and then I will type in a couple of test characters. As soon as I started doing this, I noticed that the software started whirring in the background. I was like, what's going on here? This is amazing. Why is it so amazing? Well, that's easy, because I did not have to add my characters. I just wrote away, and the software added them for me to a codex, a world Bible, if you like. It would take in places, names, events, characters, items, and lots more. And then I get a big stream of different cards, different blocks, with information on them. And with this information, I don't have to spend time messing about, adding extras. I can just write. And this is fantastic because as well as writing and doing it automatically, I also have the plotting option, where I can plot my characters manually like I used to. It is such a great piece of software that even the world's best-selling author, David? Why am I thinking David? I was thinking of another author. The best-selling author, James Patterson, who uses lots and lots of pens, pencils, paper, has actually endorsed it and is saying that it's definitely one to watch. It's fast. It does require an internet connection, but it also allows you to build up all sorts of different things all at once. And I just love the way it works. So let's go into the chat. Adara, good morning, Adara. Hi. So she's just asking, what software are we talking about? This week I've been a little bit poorly, so I was just telling the live that I've been testing all sorts of different softwares, and I've found something new called Novellium, Novelium, and this software allows you to be able to type in your book and click a button, and then it will extract pieces from that book. So, for example, if you wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. you would press this button, it would appear, and in the codex, you would be shown a character profile for Mary. Mary has a little lamb. It explains the law that in the lamb profile that the lamb is loyal to Mary and that they go everywhere together. It shows you that one of the events is it would snow and that she would go places, and it's brilliant because as well as this, it goes one step further, and this is massive, absolutely massive. You click a button and it shows, and after a few moments, it will read through your entire manuscript and then on the side explain what the plot holes are and where they are in your book, which makes editing absolutely fantastic. It's I don't know how to explain how excited I am about a piece of software. It's available from novelium.com. By the way, for anybody watching this live, I'm not sponsored by them. I just found this in my browsing this week. And like I said earlier, it's so good that even author James Patterson has been endorsing it. And wow, they do most things for free. When it comes to doing things like checking your script for plots and stuff, that's where the money starts kicking in. So you get 10,000 checks per month, I believe. So 10,000 words that you can check per month. And if it goes more than that, I think it's about $19 per month. And you can check over 2 million words. So this means that you can really go to town editing your novel. It pulls in things like formats such as HTML, EPUB, Scrivener. It even pulls in vellum manuscripts and a whole bunch of other things, and it pushes them out so well that your stuff is ready to go. Let's see. Now, I'm going to flick off my subject of talking about writing software now. I'm going to go back for anybody who didn't hear, just to let you know that I have new microphones. So I have one here and one here. So that hopefully there isn't any choppiness this week. However, while I fix that, I've still not had the chance to fix the music in the background for the live sprints. So one step at a time, I've managed to get it up and running on time. I've managed to get the audio up and running, and it's not choppy anymore. Thanks for the tip off. I'll have a look at it. Yeah, go for it. I mean, it's free, so what have you got to lose? It's a little bit. Has it got a learning curve? Not really. If you start creating by creating a new project, what you can do is you can go through the tutorial, and the tutorial will will point you with little speech bubbles around the screen to show you what works and how it works and stuff like that. There are a couple of things that I would like to change. For example, I haven't worked out quite how to rename projects yet, but I do like the fact that you can create series and add your projects to the series, so that's good. And I love the fact that it works so fast. Anyway, for the moment, I am going to go and get myself another lemsip, and I'm going to start a writing live, and I'll wind Hoggy up. So I'll start with 20 minutes this time. Here he is. And I'll put him in his chair. There you go. And we'll start with this sprint while I shoot off and go and get a lemsip. Catch you soon. And that's the end of that sprint. How did we go? I've started on chapter. Oh, I was halfway through editing chapter 46, and I am now just finishing the end of chapter 47. This is still with Scrivener. I'm still using this. I'm not going to use the new software yet. Let's see. Kirsty said, "Oh, Kirsty, hi." Let's see what the chat says. Okay, so Adara's gone for breakfast. She's low on spoons. I think we're all having a low spoon week this week. It's certainly been a busy week for all of us. Kirsty has come in and says hi, hello. And I explained that I've got better mics. And Adara says hello. I've just brought everyone up to speed for anybody else who's watching, just to let you know that I did start on time this week. No tech gremlins, yay! Although Hoggy wasn't too impressed. He was expecting a lay-in like last week, but new mics, ta-da! But still no music during the sprinting time. It's nice if you like that, a bit of peace and quiet. But for everyone else, I hope to have this fixed sometime in the future. Let's see what else we've got. Thank you very much for the comment about glad the mic is working better. Yeah, me too. And the best thing is these tiny little things. I bought these. I've got one in front of me on my desk, one on here. It comes in a little box, which is also a charging case. So as soon as you put these in, it starts charging them up, which is great because it means I can take them everywhere. There's a gadget to plug into my computer, but there's no faffy software or anything like that. Just plug one into the computer, switch this on, and I'm ready to go. Let's see what else we've got. Kirsty says she's been watching YouTube videos on her spare account on TV. Okay, yeah, it's always good to have a spare just in case, because sometimes things go a little bit wonky and you can't get in. You've been watching Minecrafters Minecrafting. Oh yes, you're the Minecrafter. Yes. There's one guy you love watching called Doom. Not Doom. DOCM77. Some people come up with strangest names. I mean, he's German. I don't know, and he has a very similar voice to Arnie. Oh, that's brilliant. Whoa, get down. I'm going to do some Minecrafting. Head to the chopper. Yeah, we've done well this time. Adara, are you still having breakfast? Yeah. I didn't have any this morning. I'm just going with my Lemsip to try and make sure that I can start feeling a bit better this week. So for anybody else who's just joined the chat, I started off earlier explaining about the microphones. I've explained about how Hoggy didn't want to really come into work today, which is annoying. So I had to push him. I think he's still a bit bitter about the fact that it's called Writing Lives with Hoggy and Foggy. No, Foggy and Hoggy, not writing lives with Hoggy. Yeah, so and then I talked about a new piece of software this week that I found. It's called Novellium. I'm not sponsored by them. I just found it and I thought, oh, this looks really cool. In a nutshell, you upload your manuscript or you start to create a new project. And as you write characters in, little cards appear by the side so that you can, so you don't have to forget who your characters are. It helps you with things like plotting and lots of other bits and bobs. Let's go back to the chat. Adara is listening to Podfix now. Podfix, is that like science fiction or fictional podcasts? I've been watching because you can now, watching a couple of podcasts this week, but also listening to a couple. I quite like things like Your Big Writing Journey, I think it's called. I can't remember now. Oh, what's it called? Let me just have a look. La da da da. Let's see which ones I've been going to. Writing excuses is good. It's very, very helpful. A couple of people sitting there chatting about their author journey as they're going through. It's been around for a long time. I mean, 3 years ago, they were still doing season 10, and it's still going. So, and it's very, very helpful. There's also another one as well, Amazon podcast, where they can teach you all sorts of tips, hints and tips on how to do stuff. Let's see. And going back to the chat, Adara is listening to a podfix. We asked what that was, and she's telling us in the chat that they are stories that are released audio first, chapter by chapter. This sounds a little bit like novellas. When they first released, and you were it was suggested that you write a chapter each week or something to get people interested, or per session anyway. But audio, that's brilliant. I think Archers, but straight to YouTube and lots of fanfics. Wow, the Archers, is that still going? I remember that. Wow. Oh yeah, that would be great. I love this because in the Archers, they used to have a proper story. They would have sound effects, and they'd have different accents, and many different actors would come on and join in as part of the show sometimes. So that is The Archers. If I remember right, it used to be on Radio 4. I'm not sure if it's still on there anymore because I don't really watch. I don't really listen to Radio 4 anymore. I should perhaps get back to that. Anyway, so well, I hope you're enjoying it. If you want to, feel free to drop a link or something, Adara, into the chat. I'd love to check those out. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. For the moment, however, I'm going to start another sprint. It's 10:50. Should have been on starting the third sprint by now. But here we go. So we're going to start with another 20 minutes. And here we go. Oh, he's complaining now already. Right. There you go. 20 minutes. Starting now. eventually when this thing works. And we are back. Let's see what we've got. I have done. I started on chapter 46 when we've editing chapter 46. I'm now about a third of the way through chapter 48 editing. And let's have a look at the comments. Wow, it's been very busy here. What we got? Trying to remember where we were. Having better mics. We're all on low spoons. Minecrafters Minecrafting. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here we go. Adara's talking about listening to Podfix, and she explained which ones. Actually, she didn't explain which ones. She just mentioned that they are similar to the Archers on YouTube. Let's see what else. She's also trying to narrate her own audiobook. Go for it. I absolutely love doing my audiobook on YouTube. I was going to put it up on Spotify or something like that, or Audible, but actually I thought, you know what, get myself out, get myself known. People know that book one now has been out for quite a long time, and I, it's great to have something free to listen to, and just go through the book, especially if it's done by myself, because it's great for me. I don't have to pay anyone. It's better for you. You get to hear my voice if you're into that. And a chance to be able to not have to listen to any AI rubbish for a little while, which is great. So let's see where else we've got. Adara is going yay on the chat because I showed on the chat that I've got Drawing Red, which is her book, on my Kindle. And she explained how she's got Time Clone's book one on her bookshelf. We're not. She's doing something really crazy, which I didn't think I could do, and that is she's going to record all of the chapters for her book, then release them all at once. That's amazing. Well done. Here we go. You have to redo the first 6 chapters after changing from a laptop to a PC. I can sort of understand that because you like to have consistency, not just through your books, but also through your videos. Let's see what else we've got. Good morning from Kentucky, USA, 6 a.m. here. ML Claxon, hey, welcome to the live. I remember you. You were in. We met in the under 1K marathon a couple of weeks ago, and it's lovely to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. If you're not feeling too shy, feel free to put your first name in the chat so I know what to call you. Let's see what else we're doing. I explained we're doing a 20-minute sprint, and the sprint ends when Hoggy's looking at his laptop. Yes, on this channel, I like to use. Most people use a digital timer or something that appears in a little square at the top there somewhere, and you can see what's going on. Whereas go with what you've got. I've got Hoggy here. He's a fully functioning, working timer. He's got legend and lore. Feel free to check out some of the videos if you want to find out more about Hoggy. And he's also got a house and a laptop and bookshelves and all sorts. So while he's sorting out his manuscript, he's also keeping me in touch and giving me discipline to make sure that I don't work overtime on mine. Let's see what else we've got in the chat. Yes, unfortunately, when I do an audio book chapter on a Saturday, well, actually, I think it's usually a Thursday. So I'll be recording one after this live. It takes me about 20 minutes or so to record the chapter, and then about another 1 or so hours to edit the chapter. And sometimes I can get lost looking for music, looking for bits and bobs, trying to work out how to make things better. So the whole process takes about 3 or 4 hours. Am I wasting my time? No, because I'm learning, and that's the most important thing I can do. It's great for foggy brains. It gives me a chance to be able to do things better in the future. However, sometimes I forget what I learn, so I just write it down or try and build a template so that I can do something better in the future. I feel like it's cheating, building a template. However, you know what? If it works for us foggy brains, then it works. Let's see what else is in the chat. It's not going to be out for a while. Your audio book, you're up to chapter 7 of 25. Take it easy, one word at a time, like I said in the chat. Because this is a big project, and you need to make sure it's done properly, the way you want it to be done. So we all said hello to ML Claxon, who needs to be writing today. I think every day should be a writing day. Even if all you do is you open up your software and you write one word, you're one word closer to finishing the rest of it. And I think that's really important. It keeps you in the habit, and as we know, if you fall out of habit, it's really difficult to get back in. Let's see. He's trying to get back into writing and publishing stories. You published your first book in March 2024. Yay! Well done, brilliant. And added 3 more novellas by November 2024. That's faster than me. I think I don't know whether it's because I'm a slow writer, because I forget what I've written, or whether it's because I do 50,000 usually as a minimum for the novels. But I love that you've managed to get out that well. Oh, and you've coped with, oh wow, a big life event as well. These big life events, they can sometimes just stop your writing, stop everything you're doing, and it's okay. Just give yourself permission to stop, deal with the life event, and then when you're ready, the passion will bring you back into writing. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, that's fantastic news. It looks like your life event has now been cleared. And I hope, and I think I speak on behalf of everyone here, that you stay well, and that is brilliant. You're trying to get back into the right mindset of writing again. Take it slow. Use lots of notes. You'll get back into it. It's good, but don't forget to put the notes in a certain place, because if you lose them, oh, yeah. Foggy, your pig timer is so cute. Oh, don't say that. He'll get a complex. He's big-headed enough as it is. He tried taking over the live and calling it the Hoggy Lives. No, that's not happening. Foggy and Hoggy writing lives, yes, but Hoggy Lives, no. So Kirsty has a question. Hey Brett, got a question for you. How did your video go for the installing Scrivener on Chromebook thingy, and how did you figure it out? How did the video go? The video went really well. I've had quite a bit of interest. People have started installing Scrivener on their Chromebooks, which is brilliant because that was the whole idea of doing it. How did I figure it out? I'm not sure what you mean. When you say how did I figure it out, do you mean how did the video go? How many people have watched it? Or do you mean how did I work out how to actually install Chromebook Scrivener on a Chromebook? Let me know in the comments because I'd love to answer that question. Let's see. Adara has been working on author stuff. That's fantastic. Oh, and ML Claxon, I shall call you Michael in future, as long as I remember. I'll try my best. So how has everyone else been this? How did I manage to work out the install? Oh, well, it was a case of trying to actually, let's see. I love my Chromebook. Everybody sits there and goes, why have you got one of those? It's a load of rubbish. It's super cheap for a start, which is great because I'm an author saving up to be poor, as most artists are. But the one big massive thing I love about my Chromebook is that the battery on it is incredible. It's on a good day I can get 18 hours out of my Chromebook. And so what I decided was, because I run on Linux here on my computer, and I'd already followed a tutorial for Linux to be able to get Scrivener on my Chromebook. What I decided was, I knew that Chromebooks allow you to install Linux. So I did lots of reading, did lots of testing and tweaking and trying things out, and eventually I wrote the installer. And it was about a month or so ago, I think. I put it up on the Scrivener Reddit. Unfortunately, it's not there at the moment because a moderator has taken it down for fear that I might be trying to promote piracy, which is a load of tosh, because I clearly explain how to install the Scrivener key to make sure that it's registered properly and legally. But also, I've replied to the moderators and sent out an appeal, and I'm just waiting for that to happen. At the moment, last time I looked at it, I think the post had over 7,000 people read it or something like that. I don't know. I'm not great with numbers for things like that. Once I go past several hundred, I'm like, oh, okay, well, it doesn't really matter anymore. Obviously, people are going to see it. Let's see what else. I did put it up on the Scrivener forums, and they're very, very helpful. Their admins and their moderators have looked through it properly. There's been one comment where somebody thought perhaps I hadn't tested it fully, and other people sat there, backed me up, and said actually the code works properly. It does its job, and yay! So it means that other people can go and put Scrivener on their Chromebooks. Let's see, have we got any more comments? Is anybody working on anything yet? Just let me know what your progress is. We'll wait for a few seconds while we do that, and then we'll probably go into our last sprint of the day. Then have a few minutes to catch up on the chat, and then it will be lunchtime for most of us. Anybody in the chat there? I feel like I'm playing lift music from my mouth. Nothing in the chat. Okay, that's fine, no problem. So what we'll do is we'll wind him up for another for the last 20 minutes to go, and once he turns around to the laptop. Oh, too much. There you go. Once he turns around to the laptop, it will be time to finish. Ooh. And Michael is working on chapter 6 of a new young adult paranormal novel. Oh, I can't wait to hear more about that. We'll catch back with the chat in a minute as Hoggy starts us on the next sprint, and we'll see you soon. Hello, welcome back. As you can see, I've come back a little bit early, and just so that I can show you what happens when Hoggy has finished and wants us to stop our sprints. I have there you go. That's him telling us to stop. I have gone from the start of chapter 46 and just finished the end of chapter 48. So we've been able to I've been able to do 2 chapters today editing. Let's see what's happening with everyone else. What are you all up to? How's your progress going? And let's see how the chat is going as well. So we've got chat. Where are we? Went down there. Oh yeah. So a little bit further back, we were talking about how I managed to work on the install for Scrivener on a Chromebook. I explained all of that. Michael mentioned that he's working on chapter 6 of a new YA paranormal novel. Michael, I'd love to know what sort of writing software you're using. I did a little bit of information about writing software earlier, and I'm trying out something I've never used before. Not for this current edits, but potentially testing for my next novel, and it's called Novellium. And just for you, it's not your normal writing software. It tends to allows you to write your book, and as you're writing, it creates little cards for the world building, which means that if you're writing something, for example, like Mary Had a Little Lamb, the nursery rhyme, it'll automatically recognise that Mary is a character, the lamb is a character, and it'll put those as little character cards. And every time you reference them, it'll add them to that as well. But one of the best things I really like about this is you can upload your manuscript and have it checked to find out if there are any plot holes. Also, as far as I can see, there is no way in the way of AI to be able to write your book, which I'm all in favour for. As a Foggy author, I like to use my brain, what's left of it, and make sure that I don't rely on things that will make that worse in future. So let's see. Adara's listening to a fanfic. And I mentioned how I used to listen to the Other Stories podcast. One of my author friends, Daniel Wilcox, has teamed up with other authors, and each week they were writing stories together, then adding those with special effects, background music, and it made it so atmospheric. It was fantastic. Let's see what we've got. Adara's realised she has no page or reference about my live streams. Well, that's another one to put on the to-do list. So yeah, when you've got the time, I might have to check mine. I think I mentioned something about my live streams in my bio. I'll have to check that. Thank you very much for the reminder. I love that, the soft office. Oh yeah, the soft office is something that one of my author friends coined, and I've been using it ever since. It's very helpful when you're low on spoons or 0 spoons or nicking spoons from next week, and you just want to do something but you haven't got the energy to just sit up and click on a button. Instead, you lie down, and it seems to work better. I don't know why, but it seems to work. Yes, Hoggy does make a very loud ringing. I won't call it a fart. Maybe. I don't know. Hoggy's laughing now, so yeah, it might be. Let's see. Hoggy's gassy. Brilliant. Brilliant. Definitely. Michael got 207 words down in chapter 6. Well done. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Especially when we're all on low energy days today. Yeah, well, that's fantastic. You use Word, Microsoft Word. Yeah, that's good. I'm curious. Are you a pantser, someone who thinks it up and just writes it down, or are you a plotter, someone who likes to bullet list their outline first, or are you the third one? Are you a planther, someone who likes to bullet the outline and then sort of goes off on a tangent and maybe writes something in because maybe they've forgotten that bit in the past, and you use Pro Writing Aid to assist with editing? I can't fault you there. Pro Writing Aid is brilliant, although sometimes it does have a spat every now and then when you might ask it to change something. It then rereads your manuscript and says, we've got to change something earlier in the manuscript. So you change that, and then it tells you to change the same thing you changed 2 changes ago. And eventually you go round and round in circles. It's quite funny. Let's see. You are the third. You are a plantser. Oh, fantastic. That's brilliant, because that's where creativity really comes in. You get a chance to be able to decide what you want and where you want it to go, but then also a chance to be able to use your imagination off the cuff, which is great. So now, who else is here? Adara, how are you doing with your fanfic? Have you listened to the whole episode yet, or you decided to do something else? Maybe you've gone onto your live stream reference on your author website. Yes, I'm going to have a look at that. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what changes you're making. I do like your website; it's very pretty. So yeah, right then, folks. I think that's probably come to the end of our stream. I'm just going to wait a minute or two for anybody else who wants to finish off chatting to me. Thank you to everyone for joining. And for chatting to me, and well done for all that you've got done. And we got a new YouTube channel banner made. Oh, that's definitely something I'm going to have to have a look at. So we'll see what happens. And Michael says, you've been known to get to the end of a story, then get back and redo the whole ending of the story. Oh yeah, how many times has that happened to any author? It's very just do yourself a favour. Keep the bits you throw away, because you never know how good they might be and how you can use them in the future. Don't press delete. Delete's the worst thing you can do. Let's see. Remember to hit the like button. Oh yes, that would be lovely. Yes, please. I can't hit that for some weird reason. Maybe it's because it's mine. I'm a little bit biased, but thank you very, very much. And you're doing a YouTube profile pic with a new VTuber model. Oh, that's going to be great. I love every time I go on Adara's streams. She's always she doesn't go on herself like I do here. Instead, she has this amazing augmented reality virtual YouTuber, and it's I don't know how to explain it. It looks a bit like an angel, It definitely has lots of wings, and every time I go, she's got something new, or she's learned how to do something else with the different functions, and it's brilliant. Let's finish. Yeah, and I think we can just finish off with our last comment. Way to go, Michael Adara, for the work you managed. Absolutely, I really, really appreciate that. And thanks very much for joining me and Hoggy. And we'll see you again sometime in the future. I just open up my little thingy that's got my little. Oh, where's it gone? No, I've lost it. Anyway, I can't remember where my little ending script thing is, so I'm just going to sit there and say thank you very much for joining us this week, and we'll see you again in the future.